What's blazing, everyone? This is Burn the Reality coming at you with a different kind of video this time, and this will be like I guess a self-help video. And someone reached me out on Tekken 101's Discord server chat, and I don't know if it's a he or she, but I won't mention their name. But this individual was saying, "Hey, I was wondering if you can help me with a topic in like how to make friends, how to start up a conversation, um, and kind of just stuff like that." Uh, but yeah, so before I officially get started, I like to say to this individual, thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna get pretty personal, maybe a bit uncomfortable myself. You have to realize I am an adult and I view reality as it is. And you'll hear me say reality a lot because reality is kind of my favorite word, as you can tell with my username. But and also I curse quite a bit as well. I curse a fuck ton. So number one, first point, gaining confidence. Gaining confidence. So I've noticed with like in the side thing, like who's like online and who's not online right now in the Discord chat, like you have the playing, like if you're playing a game, it will say which game, but you've made it, you've renamed it to where it's like playing, watching anime like the filthy weeaboo like I am. All right, man. Okay? We have to realize that yeah, that's a bit of a joke, but I feel like honestly in your case, there's you take it more than just a joke. Like you take it as like a personal attack on yourself, like a self-deprecating kind of thing. You need to get rid of that, man. You need to maybe change it into, and I say man because I'm just used to saying man. I don't know if you're a lady. If I apologize, but you need to change the playing the watching anime like if the filthy weeaboo I am into something like I don't know, preferably a normal game, playing Fallout 4, playing uh, League of Legends, or it can be playing I have confidence in myself. It could be something as generic as that. Just change that into something else that won't, self like deprecate yourself, you know? And all right, so I believe you told me that you were a 14-year-old, and especially during that time, especially during puberty, um, appearance. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that, at least compared to pretty much everyone else I know, I care the least about appearances. But unfortunately, the world in general does not share that opinion, and if I go in to I guess fuck I don't know like a church. I used to be religious to a church, and then I come in with a long ass beard and maybe with tattoos and long hair. I'm gonna get looks most likely, especially if it's a Southern Baptist old style church. I'm gonna get judged. Um, Even though there's nothing wrong with that. Even in the Christian religion, there's nothing wrong with any of long hair, beard, or tattoos, to be honest. But appearance should not matter, but it does. Like, okay, I'm not really one to talk, but you may need to shave. Uh, if you're a dude, then a clean, nice shave. Girls fucking love that, man. Um, I usually, for me, for my hair, what I do is that I basically take a razor, that I bought from Walmart. I put like a number four razor like cap on it, and then I just shave off my whole head, and I pretty much don't have to do anything for my hair for about a month straight. like because the hair is so short that I don't need to do anything. But yet it's short, but it's still clean and stylish, if you know what I mean. And it helps to shave off like if you have like peach fuzz and a mustache as well, if you're a dude. And okay, this one really annoyed me in high school. Um, I don't know if you're in middle school or high school, but don't worry about dick size if you're a dude or boob size if you're a woman, because that shit really does not matter. It really, really doesn't. There's more to life than dick size and boob size. Life does not revolve around how long or how big someone's dick is or how big someone's boobs are. It really doesn't. And whenever you wake up, tell yourself, I am good looking. I am a unique individual. I have my own personality. I can do anything that my mind can tell me to do. You may not actually believe those thoughts, and it may even hurt or cringe to think about those thoughts. But if you get into the process and the habit of, thinking those things each day, each morning when you wake up, it becomes a habit that eventually um, it'll like be ingrained into your brain. You know what I mean? I've for me myself, uh, I've tried telling myself, you know, I am good looking. I I am not stupid because I've been admitted to a mental institute, and I have also uh, was in like a mentally ill, like mentally challenged program for like 8 years of my school life. No, actually 10, 10 years of my school life from second grade to 12th grade. And I always had insecurities about that for a long time. And in terms of, again, this is all under gaining confidence for the first point. View reality as it is. Do I really, really suck at talking to people? Because, like, you have to honestly ask yourself that question. Do I really suck at talking to people? Um, I know you mentioned how in the chats, uh, three people like walked away from you. I'd like to know a bit more than that. But why did they walk away from you? What's the real reason why they walked away from you? But yeah, and also, like for example, third grade, third year of high school, junior year, I was in my Spanish class where it was predominantly female. Um, it was just me, and three other guys. Yeah, so it was four guys and like 17 girls. So, I am an introvert, and I thought I really sucked at talking to people in general, but in reality, like the girls and the guys both thought I was a really chill guy. In fact, it was weird to think this even now, but they probably thought I was the most chill guy in the whole class, and that they wouldn't mind like hanging out with me and stuff. I even had a couple girls that kind of fancied me in that class, which I thought was really weird considering I have like no experience with girls, and I didn't even try to look good. I didn't consider myself good looking at all at the time. But yeah, so that goes for point number one. Get rid of the name, the plain, the weird, the filthy weeaboo stuff. Uh, Appearance should not matter, but it does, unfortunately. Don't worry about dick or boob size. Tell yourself I'm good looking each and every morning. and view reality as it is. That's all for point number one in gaining confidence. Point number two, what's the real reason why you have no friends? Is it because, man, I didn't even do this until maybe like senior year of high school, where I actually like asked people to hang out with them, which I regret not asking people to hang out with them, earlier. Um, but seriously, just ask people like, do you want to hang out this weekend? Your house or my house? Because chances are they may say yes. The worst, they may say no. I mean, the worst can be a little bit worse than that, but seriously though, like go if whenever it's lunchtime and you're sitting with friends, hopefully, or at least people that you know, you're like acquaintances, classmates even, um, you can still like, talk to them for a little bit and maybe eventually like, ask them, you want to hang out this weekend, and who knows, maybe they'll say yes. I regret not telling two my asking two of my friends from high school, do you want to hang out? Because I really wish I hanged out with them more in high school because they're both in college now. They're both working their asses off in their job and they're just too busy right now. Um, Overall, yeah, for number two, like, why do you have no friends? Like, what's the real reason? Go ahead and talk to people like in lunch, man. It, or just in class in general. But yeah, number three, how do you interact with your parents? Okay, this is again, parents can always be a touchy subject, especially since you're, 14 years old. Some consider that as the first part of the rebellious age, but it's for the okay, depending on the parents, it's good to interact with your parents or parent. Um, do you interact with them at all? Like, are they working, night jobs and day jobs, and you just don't really, see them as much? Like for me, my dad drives a semi truck for a living, and he does not come back for like 3 months at a time. And then he like stays for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then he goes back for like another 3 months. So there's that. The but my mom, she works at a hospital and she works a night shift, and unfortunately, uh, she works so many hours that she's not there for dinner time. So I guess like for dinner time, if your mom and or dad make a dinner or provide dinner in some way, go ahead and sit with them. You may not want to. Don't worry. I don't want to sit with my parents either, man. I You may not want to, but it can seriously help. Talk with them about stuff. Because I I I I I would say I regret it, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, man. I'm just really trying to think. But yeah, I want to know more about your, because sorry, I don't know how to edit out the pauses, but I want to know, like, message me on Discord, like, how your interaction with your parents is, because I really want to know. And or you can post a video yourself that you can send to me. Um, I can put my email address into the Discord if you want to send me a video and or a message through that. That is fine with me. And number four, number three was how do you interact with your parents. Number four was consider counseling and medications. Now, with I don't have it with me. With counseling, have received counseling for 2.5 years around that. Yeah, a little bit. Well, yeah, around 2.5 years ish, and I cannot tell you how much counseling has helped me. It has helped me a fuck ton. It really has, and I love my counselor to death. She's helped me deal with family problems, um, addictions, motivation, depression, anxiety, career, college, like all of that stuff. She's helped me a lot. And with medications, I remember you saying that with medications, you may need like some like I guess a like a big reason like my parents don't love me and nobody loves me. And you tell the doctor that and you'll get the antidepressants. I feel like that's what you think, but in reality, like I feel like if you were to just go to like a psychiatrist, then they can and you tell them I'm just really depressed, and if you can recommend me to a counselor and maybe recommend some antidepressants for me, then that would certainly help. They may not give you the antidepressants, but it's good to be honest and it's good to try in the first place because antidepressants also help me a fuck ton as well. I take um, fluoxetine, which is a generic for Prozac. Prozac, you may have heard quite a bit. It's what it's the most probably well-known antidepressant out there. I take a fluoxetine, which is a generic, cheaper medicine of Prozac, and I take lithium, which I guess it might be for. I heard it's for bipolar disorder, but um, it's also another antidepressant that I take that again helps me a lot. And I apologize for all the uhs and all the pauses, kind of like just then. But I am really trying to get better at this and try to get to taking 101's level of pretty much just not ever stopping, hardly ever hardly ever stuttering. The irony in that, right? Hardly ever stuttering and just pulling out, good content like he does. But yeah, I hope that genuinely helps. Again, gain confidence. What's the real reason why you have no friends? How do you interact with your parents? And consider counseling and medications. Those are those 4 points. You can message me on Discord if you want to send a video to me, because it might be easier to send a video to me than to type, everything out, because that'll take a long time. You can send a video to me if you want. I'll leave my email in a private message to you. And yeah, I hope this genuinely helps. And this is Burn Through Reality, who's teaching others to burn through reality, and I'm blazing out.